guys, it's Judy Regini, your Pampered Chef Gal. So today I'm going to show you one of my very favorite tools in the kitchen, and it's the Deluxe cooking blender. It comes with a good guide, and today I'm going to make one of the things I make all the time, and that's grape jelly using nothing but 3 ingredients. It's sugar, Welch's grape juice, and pectin, and I use the low sugar version of it, but it kind of looks a little bit like that. Now in the catalog, and I'm going to scoot out of sight so I can show you the book, it gives you a chart of how to do all kinds of preserves and jams, and you just follow it. There's a line right here, and what you do is you start by adding these ingredients, and then you set it to the jam setting, and then it'll cook and spin and mix up really well, and then it'll stop and beep, and that's when you add the last ingredient that's over here. Excuse my throat today. So as I said, this recipe says we're going to start with 1 cup of grape juice. Now, I don't want to waste it, so I actually use the whole thing, and this is a 10-ounce bottle as opposed to an 8-ounce bottle. So you just pour it in, and I'm going to talk a minute before I start it because it's really loud. You see I've got 4 jars here. That's about all it makes, and that's good for us because we just pop it in the fridge. We don't worry about trying to preserve it. So it says to add the grape juice and the pectin. So I'm going to put all of this in there. And the sugar goes in last, but not till it's hot enough, because it won't dissolve unless it's really hot. So then you put the lid on it, twist the lid. Well, you got to do it right. Okay, I got the handle on that side, and we'll go that way, because it will not start if the top is not on it. Then you turn it on, and there's a digital readout. And much as it is with several of our other items, and I'll show you some pictures of those, there's a button that you can push to start, or you can just dial. And as you dial, it goes through smoothie, alternative milk. You can make your own almond milk. Grind, so if you need to grind coffee. Heated wash, so the bottom doesn't come off of this. So when you go to wash it, what you do is add about this much water and just a few drops of dish liquid. You put it back here, put the lid back on it, then dial up, heated wash, hit the button, and it's going to go and it's going to wash. Now, I find that I still go back through and wash around the top here, and I wash the lid really well with some of our brushes. That's just my preference. But so what I'm going to do, other options are soup, heated puree, and what we're going to do today, which is jam. So we're making grape jam, and it's so easy to do, and it tastes so good. I will tell you, I've tried it with like Splenda granulated sugar, and I didn't find that it made as much. So I got like 1 or 1.5 jars out. So I'm still playing with trying to use a lower sugar content item. So that's all you have to do. What I'm going to do is start this now, and when it prompts me, I will come back in, and I'll finish it out and let you see that it's beeping and telling me that it's ready. But this is how loud it gets. So you can't do this in the wee hours. At least some people won't appreciate it. And you see how high it's throwing the items here? That's why you can't double the recipe, because it's going to throw it all the way up. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to come back in a minute when it tells me to add the sugar. Okay, so now that it's reached the right temperature, it stopped the churning, and it now says add. And so you add anything that's listed on this side of the line here from the book. In this case, it's the 1.5 cups of sugar. So you pull this off, and you see how hot it is. So you don't want to grab the bowl because it's really hot. So then you add your sugar, put the lid right back on, and you punch the button again. And now we wait for it to finish. So it's almost done. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually bubbling inside here. And so I'm going to get ready because I'm going to pour it as soon as it gets ready. Now I'm going to warn you, this is heavy, so when you go to pick it up, it's best to have a glove or a mitt or a towel or something to help you hold it. Otherwise, and you're going to lift it straight up. You don't tilt it. It goes on straight and you pull it straight up. I'm going to grab a container of water. I'm not sure if I'll need all this water, but I'm getting it ready just in case, so I can show you how easy it is to clean. It's at 219 degrees, and it's over. So, you still can't see it, but it is bubbling inside. I'll see if I can bring it over to the camera to show you. You can see it. Maybe the light won't reflect on it too bad, but it's bubbling. It's that hot. So then what you do is you simply just pour it in a bowl and you leave it out on your counter to cool. Don't put a lid on it. Well, I guess I have to take the lid off, don't I? It'll pour easily that way. But it is incredibly hot. So you don't want to grab it. It's kind of like our new air fryer. It gets hot, so you want to have the right protection so you don't burn yourself. So basically you just pour it in. Now I did use, it called for 2.5 tablespoons of pectin. I only used 2 because I don't want it to be real chunky. Okay, so I only got 2.5 out this time. It varies depending on what's going on. So I'm gonna do this, get it back on here. Wipe this part so I don't get too much on the lid. And now to really wash it, because it doesn't come apart, you have to clean it this way, but that's all you do is you add water. Yeah, I'm gonna use both of them. So it's only half because it's gonna fill up pretty fast. And then you're gonna get the lid, put it back on. And now you're gonna dial again until you get to that heated wash. And it only lasts a couple of minutes, but you wanna do this right away because if you don't, you're gonna have glue on the bottom. washed. Now what I'm going to do is turn it off, and then I'll take it apart, take the lid and put it in the wash, and then I'll come back and wipe down this outside part. But I wanted to get, ooh, these jars are warm. Wanted to get the spots I was seeing on the outside because they'll stick to your lids. So that's all there is. And if you are planning to can something, these can go in your canner just like it would normally. It's just not worth it for me to pull out my canning pot for 2.5 containers of it. So the only thing that really comes apart is the lid comes apart like this. And then I'm going to take and wash around here really well because it does get clumped up in there. But other than that, it's washed, and then I'll set it on my drainer and let it air dry. That's really all there is. So I have 2.5 cups of fresh made Concord grape jam. And you saw how easy it was. And what, 3 ingredients. So if you're interested, give me a shout. This is one of our pricier items, I'll tell you that. But if you host your own party, and if just 10 people place $20 orders, or 20 people place $10 orders, you can maybe get this for 60% off. And that's a really good deal. So let me know. I am looking for some parties for late March and into April. So give me a shout. Love you all. Bye. Hey guys, so this is a PS to the rest of the video. I just wanted to show you this side of the blender. Remember I said that it wouldn't function if the lid wasn't on it. It's literally going to tell you that it needs the lid. Even if this entire base is not on there, it will not work. So you have to put it on and close it, and I'm going to close it and you watch that it'll change. So now how do you figure it out? Well, see, you've got smoothie, alternate milk, grind, heated wash, and each one has a different temperature and a different time. And so you just keep dialing till you get over. There's the soup, the heated puree, and the jam is what I used. And then you'll just hit the button to go, and it'll take it through stage 1 and tell you it's time to add the second set of ingredients. And when it's done, and you've poured out all your ingredients, here's what it's starting to shape up like. So you can see it's some pretty good jam. And once it's done, then you poured out all the ingredients, you just dial back and use this heated wash with just about 1/2 pot of water and a couple of drops of your dish liquid. And then what you do is rinse it out with really hot water, put it on a thing that's got good aeration, maybe like the new over the sink rack that we have just released, and then let it dry completely before you use it again. So that's basically it. I'm going to turn it off now so it'll stop flashing at us. And if you have any questions, let me know. And then you can ask me how you can get one of these just for 60% off. Love you all. Bye.